December 26th, 1900. A relief ship battles the treacherous waves of the North Atlantic, heading toward the remote island of Eilean Mòr. Its mission, a routine crew rotation at the newly built lighthouse. But as the ship blows its horn, the island remains dead silent. No flag is raised. No relief comes down to the dock. When a replacement keeper, Joseph Moore, steps onto the island alone, he isn't just stepping into the cold. He's stepping into one of the most chilling maritime mysteries in human history. Moore ascends the cliffside stairs, a growing dread tightening in his chest. He unlocks the entrance to the living quarters, expecting a logical explanation. Instead, he finds an eerie frozen snapshot of a moment interrupted. On the kitchen table sits an abandoned meal, plates laid out, food untouched, left to rot in the damp cold. Nearby, a single kitchen chair lies overturned on the floor, as if someone stood up in a violent, desperate hurry. But it's the coat rack that makes Moore's blood run cold. Two of the heavy, weatherproof oilskin coats are missing. One remains hanging on the hook. Three veteran lighthouse keepers, James Duckett, Thomas Marshall, and Donald MacArthur, have vanished into thin air. To understand what happened, investigators immediately turned to the logbook. What they found only deepened the nightmare. The entries, written by Thomas Marshall, describe a storm of apocalyptic proportions hitting the island just days prior. On December 12th, Marshall wrote, "Severe gale. Duckett quiet. MacArthur crying." Think about that. Donald MacArthur was a veteran mariner, a tough-as-nails seafaring man known for his rugged nature. Why was he weeping in a lighthouse over storm? On December 13th, the log stated the storm was still raging. The three men had resorted to praying. Then came the final, haunting entry on December 15th, written at 1 p.m. Storm ended. Sea calm. God is over all. But here is the terrifying catch. Official shipping logs from the mainland and passing vessels confirmed that on December 12th, 13th, and 14th, there was no storm. The weather around Eilean Mòr was perfectly calm. The tempest that drove these men to tears and frantic prayer existed only in the minds of the keepers. What actually happened on that rock after December 15th? The official investigation concluded that a freak, rogue wave must have swept down on the western platform, washing two of the men out to sea, while the third rushed out to save them, only to be dragged into the abyss himself. It's a clean, logical theory, but it leaves gaping wounds in the narrative. If it was a sudden wave, why leave the heavy doors securely locked behind them? Why will a highly trained keeper go out into a deadly storm without his essential oilskin coat, leaving it on the rack? And why did the logbook claim the storm had already ended? For over a century, alternative theories have plagued the island. Did a sudden bout of island madness drive one of the keepers to murder the others before throwing himself into the ocean? Or did something far more sinister, rising from the uncharted depths of the Atlantic, take them from that platform? The truth remains locked away in the freezing waters of the North Atlantic, a secret the Flannan Isles will never give up. If you want to uncover more of history's darkest, most unexplained mysteries, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Don't let the next mystery leave you in the dark. Drop a comment below with your theory. Was it a rogue wave, madness, or something else entirely? Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next investigation.